Hello everyone, in this video I have collected absolutely all the facts known to me from updates 26.0 and 26.5. Right at the end of the video about how many facts from it you knew. Subscribe to the channel, put your like and enjoy watching. Newly added door does not have a frame like the doors in real life because NPCs can pass through it much larger than the door itself. Most likely, this is just a bug, because there is no special point in doing this on purpose, because in order for large NPCs to pass through the door, it can simply be increased for this. The newly added electric baton cannot be smashed or broken with a blow so that it stops working. Even if you dip it in water, it will continue to work. But if you hit it underwater against a wall, then it will stop working. I will show you how to change the color of the NPC using a chip. The first thing to do is take the chip and go into its editor. In the upper right window, we need to create two inputs. To do this, click the Add button and select the type of entity, then add the second input and also select the type of entity. In the left window at the very bottom, we will have the created inputs, take them both. Next, in the Entities tab, you will find a color and also take two colors. And all we have to do is link the inputs and colors in the same way as mine. And save. Next, we take any object that can change color. For example, this block. And any NPC. Take this rope and tie the NPC to the chip by choosing the first input. Next, tie the block to the chip by selecting the second input. Now when we change the color of the block, it will also change for the NPCs. But you may notice that the color does not change for the entire NPC, but only for one part of the body. In order to change the color for the entire NPC, just connect all parts of the body to the chip in turn. Also, using the same color changing chip, you can make Melon invisible. Take any NPC and this rope. Now, when we connect the NPC to the chip, the NPC's body parts will simply become invisible. Some body parts may not disappear the first time, just try to tie them from different places. But unfortunately, it is not possible to make the NPC completely invisible, since it is not possible to tie one arm and leg. But all other parts of the body will be completely invisible. I think everyone remembers the time bomb that was once in the vote, but did not win. In the new update, you can make it yourself. For this, take the new added timer. Any bomb, connect them with these two ropes. And set the time on the timer as you wish. Show you how to make a joystick for absolutely any object using a chip. Take the chip and go into its editor. First, you need to add two inputs. To do this, click the Add button in the upper right corner and select the entity type. In the same way, we create a second input and also set the entity type. At the very bottom of the left window, we find our two inputs and add them to the field. Next, in the Entities tab, add two angels, one normal and one velocity. And connect everything the same as mine. And save. Now let's create the joystick itself. To do this, take a metal rod and a wheel, place them in such a way that the metal rod does not touch the center of the wheel. Attach the wheel to the background with this nail. And connect the rod and the wheel with this rope. Now take the object you want to control and connect a metal rod with a chip using the first input with a rope like this, and then the selected object with the chip using the second input. Now we can control the object with a joystick. Just look how great it is. And before, you could only dream of this. But now, with the new chip, there are many possibilities. And you can control anything, but it will be easier to control small objects. You can even use the joystick to create something like a drone by attaching a camera to it. I think you've seen in my videos such a tomato without a jar. It can be made in the game itself without any mods. For this you will need to configure the chip to change color. In the new update, the maximum speed of vehicles was increased. For example, in the previous version 25.666, the maximum possible speed of the Jeep was 10,000, and this is how it drove. Now we can even set this speed, and it will go much faster. If you connect the camera to the screen and bind the camera to a moving object, then when the object is far enough away, the signal will be lost. It is unclear whether there is a bug or if it was intended. Write in the comments, is it realistic or not? If we start the engine of a helicopter and move it, then its sound will change. Most likely this is a bug. Also write in the comments what you think about it. The newly added grabber mechanism can catch a bullet from a protogen. For this, you need to slow down time, shoot, and when the bullet approaches the grabber, activate it. Previously, the same thing happened with an animal trap. If you open the door and dip it in acid, then the door itself will immediately close or disappear, and the frame will remain. If we take any NPC and put some kind of syringe into it, for example fireproof, then break the NPC, and use a new regrowth syringe, then the effect of fireproof will be transmitted to the clone that appears from the limb. But this does not work with all syringes. For example, if you do the same with an infected NPC, the virus will not be transmitted to the clone. How many NPCs can be obtained from one melon using a new syringe? If you separate all the parts of Melon's body from each other, then you can calculate that there are 14 of them, respectively. The same number of NPCs can be obtained. Also, these NPCs cannot be deleted using the arrow in the upper right corner. Only using the delete everything button or in the context menu. And this video is coming to an end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, and good luck to you.